Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from the block. US SEC approved conversion of the Bitwise crypto index fund, then hit the pause button. And this fund included XRP as well. So the SEC's Division of Trading and Markets granted an accelerated approval of the Bitwise 10 Crypto Index ETF on Tuesday. However, the SEC's Assistant Secretary, Sherry Haywood, later stayed the action and said the commission would review it. I don't know what they're waiting on. I would love to see some of these ETFs go live. I just would like to get a good idea on how XRP is going to perform once these ETFs go live. But again, it's another delay. But a lot of people have been hyping that up, that fund is now live, and it is not. What the Genius Act really means for XRP investors. So what they're saying is that because XRP is being used as the gas token, it's not going to have a major impact on the price of XRP. I think that's going to change over time. Once RLUSD really gets going, once it actually starts to get to a massive size as well. But it does something more than that. What RLUSD really does is it opens up a lot of doors that XRP just can't open yet. So first RLUSD opens the door. Later, that institution, that bank realizes that they could move that stablecoin even faster using something like XRP. All of a sudden, they start utilizing RippleNet and XRP only. It's going to be a door opener as well. And in any way you look at this, it's still going to bring utility to XRP. Altus Plateau 82 shared this with me earlier today. This comes from Vincent Van Code. RLUSD and other stablecoins are the flip of the switch moment for the new XRP ledger dominant financial system. As USD stablecoins like RLUSD, USDC grow globally, non-US economies will be forced to issue local stablecoins to protect monetary sovereignty. XRP Ledger is built for this future with native multi-asset support, compliance controls, and XRP as a neutral bridge liquidity. No wrappers, no bridges, just speed and finality. And XRP acts as the bridge to settle between stablecoins and liquidity providers. Ripple becomes the integrator and liquidity layer and eventually evolves into a true bank-grade infrastructure provider as XRP Ledger comes alive with thousands of validators. This isn't hype, it's architecture meeting macro inevitability. 5D chess playing out with decades of careful planning. And I would agree with that. I think this is the beginning of the flip of the switch moment. Stablecoins are what's really getting things moving. But crypto and blockchain is involved as well. And no matter how you look at this, stablecoins need a bridge asset. They need a liquidity provider. That's what you're holding. You're holding the bridge and liquidity provider when you hold XRP. It's just a matter of time until the price of XRP starts rising because of stablecoins. This comes from Smoke. Yes, Western Union has already conducted advanced trials using Ripple's technology. Of course, it's documented. Now, Western Union CEO says the bank is looking into offering stablecoin products in its digital wallets to customers around the world. Stablecoins are an opportunity, not a threat. Take a listen to this.
What's the rollout looking like for Western Union on that front?
Well, we're already innovating in several places in the world on moving money and settling. So both in South America and in Africa, we are innovating our settlement processes to move money quicker and to more easily convert into local currency in partnerships with some of the infrastructure companies you've had on this show. So we are also exploring other partnerships with people who want on-ramps and off-ramps in different parts of the world on how we could enable Western Union's funds in and funds out to enable people to purchase and sell stablecoins. Finally, we're investigating how we might offer stablecoin products in our digital wallets to our customers around the world, again, in partnerships with many of the companies that you've talked to over the course of the last couple of weeks.
All the banks are going to be offering digital wallets. Digital wallets are absolutely coming. And take notice, he said South America and Africa right now. What they're also trying to do is bank the unbanked at the same time. But every single financial institution, every single bank is going to be doing this. And it's already starting to happen. South Korea has officially announced plans to follow the United States regulatory blueprint for implementing crypto regulations, and South Korea loves XRP. So whatever the U.S. comes up with as far as crypto regulations, other countries are going to have very similar regulations. And all of a sudden, you're going to see crypto being utilized alongside ISO messages as well. ISO, we haven't got value from yet. That value will come over time as well. But it's nice to see crypto regulations getting put in place all around the world. Chris Larson, how digital assets are going to change the world, just like how shipping containers changed globalization back in the 1950s. Take a listen to this.
Shipping container is super basic. And why it's so profound is before the shipping container, of course, shipping goods was super labor intensive, super inefficient, like moving money is today. You'd send stuff to a port, it had to be unpacked right there at the port, repacked. It was a huge drag on global commerce. And then along comes a shipping container, so the goods stayed in that container at the point of manufacturing, sent right to their local port through a truck, a train, then to a ship, back to another ship, another train, another truck, interoperable in any port around the world. And when that was created in the 1950s, 700% increase in global trade, completely transformed ports everywhere, created a Cambrian explosion of new types of shipping companies. It's exactly what you saw with the internet, by the way, and it's exactly what you're going to see with a very low level. Again, that can't be Bitcoin or Ethereum or the XRP ledger. That will be a part of what happens here. But those things are heavy, they're thick, they're shipping companies with certain features that will never be acceptable to everybody in the world. You need something super low level, something like the Interledger protocol is what we believe in, which is super basic, it's not a ledger, and just like not a shipping company, but something that the Chinese can get behind, you can get something in the developing world could get behind, Gates Foundation could get behind, which they have, the Americans could get behind. Very basic, very simple. And also, very importantly, you know, if you deploy a shipping container in Los Angeles, the port of Los Angeles, it has no effect on the shipping container being used in Amsterdam or whatever the port is there. That's not true with databases. One additional entry to the Bitcoin ledger or to HSBC's ledger creates scalability issues to everything else in the system. That's why that can't work to be that network of networks.
And that's why the Interledger protocol is key to us getting rich. Ripple has no direct competitors in the crypto space, as it is fundamentally different from most cryptocurrencies, thanks to the Interledger protocol plus RippleNet. Below is also described how Ripple's Interledger protocol can bridge cryptocurrencies with card networks like Visa, ILP, Visa, using XRP. That's how we get rich. Interledger protocol allows for micropayments. You know, everybody wants to get paid in real time. It can happen because of Interledger protocol. It scales up to trillions of transactions per second. That's how XRP will be used not only in cross-border payments, it'll be used in domestic payments, micropayments, and so on. XRP, now too big to ignore, is a historic breakout imminent. So what they're citing is institutional capital inflows with regulatory clarity on the horizon. Institutional investors are eyeing XRP. The entry of XRP ETFs, staking solutions, and large cap investments could significantly boost market liquidity and trust. That's what we're waiting on, that institutional money. CBDCs and payment innovation. Ripple is working with governments on developing central bank digital currencies. As these projects go live, XRP's infrastructure is positioned to play a major role in cross-border settlements and interoperability. CBDCs are going to start going live later this year. Most likely, the digital euro is going to be the big one. Blockchain reward economy. I think that CTF token is a major scam, but that's just my honest opinion on that. And they always try to tie it in with innovation that's going on around central bank digital currencies and innovation that's happening with XRP as well. But they always add it into a lot of these articles. By far, the most valuable 39 seconds all investors should fully understand. XRP plus the Interledger protocol equals the killer formula. Take a listen.
You know, mid 2014 when we first had that realization to October 2015 when the white paper for Interledger came out, where we tried to kind of put all the pieces in place for it.
Because remember, Ripple always was different from Bitcoin in that you could put anything of value in it, right? So this idea of kind of, we would call it IOUs or balances, but really being value agnostic, and that then being the engine for the exchange of that thing of value. But having the combination of ILP with XRP, we think that's kind of the killer formula.
Yeah, so now you can have any type of value, like any currency, right, but also any type of ledger. So like anything from a centralized ledger to a blockchain.
It can move anything of value, and XRP is part of the killer formula. Here's David Schwartz talking about it back in 2017.
I would love to see Interledger, which is Ripple's protocol for atomic cross-ledger payments, being used with XRP as sort of the heart of it, as the way that payments settle. I think in 5 years we could certainly see that happening on a grand scale.
So he was predicting that we would see it happen in 5 years on a grand scale. What do you think slowed down Interledger and XRP? The Ripple versus SEC case. That's what really slowed things down. Now we're on the verge of Interledger and XRP being utilized all around the world. That's going to give a lot of price appreciation to XRP. Yes, there is a private ledger for testing, and no, the future transactions per second isn't 1500s. It's in the trillion, as stated by the co-creator of the Interledger protocol, because it has to handle quadrillions of dollars in the future. That's why future is marked as unknown. And you see it right here. Ripple private ledger, unknown, future transactions per second. 2022 transactions per second were 1500. And they already know the Interledger protocol is going to be part of this. That's why the BIS has cited it in the past as well. I think even the IMF has a video where they mention Interledger protocol. That's Ripple technology. It utilizes XRP. That's how you get to the high price points that people always talk about. And then there's this, and I have to play this for you. This is a scam video. I know they're going to be all over YouTube again very soon. I know they're already all over X. Take a listen to this.
This wasn't a battle we chose, but we won it together. To celebrate, I'm launching the Ripple Reward Program 100 million XRP airdrop pool created for the XRP community. Follow the instructions at promotionxrp.com. Thank you, XRP family. We did this together.
It didn't even sound like Brad Garlinghouse. And I'm telling you, whenever you see a video like that telling you they're going to double your bag, double your XRP, it is a scam. You will lose your crypto. And you're going to start to see scams pick up momentum now because the price of cryptocurrencies are going to start to really rise as we go into alt season. You got to keep your crypto safe and stop talking to the bots in the comment section. But I wanted to share that with you and show you what these AI videos look like, because I still see a lot of people talking about these on X saying, oh, it's totally legit. Usually that's somebody else that's part of the scam as well. It is not legit at all. Don't lose your crypto. We're too close now. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.